how's it going? I got a super special one here for you today. All the way from Solar Guitars in Sweden, it is the Chug pedal. Now, this thing really doesn't need any kind of introduction. If you're into metal guitar at all, you know exactly who did this pedal and what it's for. It even says what it's for right on the name, just so the bass players can be clear. That is, once they finally learn how to read. Okay, now just to be absolutely super clear there to all the tone snob fart huffers out there, this is not a pedal for you. No, contrary to what you might think, the entire universe does not revolve around you and your opinions about guitar tone. Some of us don't give a shit about sounding like some relic from the 60s. Some of us want the metal. So what's this thing sound like? Check it out. Sodomy, sodomy. Oh, hang on, right. Metal, sorry. Yeah, right. Let's try that one more time, shall we? Almost got it. Oh, don't you just love it when that happens? You're just wailing away and then you just flub the last note. It always happens like that. Oh, well, whatever. Hey, this is a new dawn in YouTube guitar videos when we show the actual fucking humanity of the player. No, we're not all a bunch of fucking robots who give flawless performances out there and don't let ultra heavily edited videos tell you otherwise. Yes, we are allowed to make mistakes. That's how we get better. Nobody's just perfect right out of the fucking gate. And if it seems that way, no, they're not. They've just got a very, very good editor. Come to think of it, that reminds me a lot about modern metal drummers too. It's like, yeah, nobody plays drums like that. It's just the engineer's really good at fixing the mistakes. Anyway, okay, I'm getting off on a tangent here. You know, well, like that never happens on the show. Anyway, chug pedal. Yes, it definitely chugs. That's for sure. How well does it chug though? Let's see here. Let's go drop D mode here. And let's do one of my favorite chugging riffs. Let's give the old No More Tears test. Okay, now just to cut through the bullshit so you don't hear the same crap a million times on a million different channels. This is a preamp pedal, meaning it's best plugged into an amp's effects loop. Just bypass the preamp and just go in here. And I've got it plugged into the Soldano here into my Angle 4x12 with the brand new vintage 30s that just sound fucking amazing. And yeah, that's where we're getting this. Let's check out how it really does chug here. Let's go drop D mode and see what we can get. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about right there. Okay, so this thing's kind of unique as far as pedals go, though. It's got your typical bass, mid, treble gain, but it's also got a high gain and low gain knob, which I've never actually seen before. And it's got some dual concentric ring type controls here for separation for bass and resonance and treble and presence, that kind of shit. Usually that's the stuff you'd see on a tube amp. So the fact that we're getting it here is pretty damn cool. Like, just real quick here. And of course, gains here. We've got a gate as well. And I gotta say, I'm only partially sold on this gate. That's my first gripe. I got my software cock blocker going on right now to keep the noise out of this mic up here. But if we kick this gate on, it'll work. But it's when you get it so it mutes out the noise completely, it gets a little too aggressive in my opinion. So if I start playing some leads and shit like that, some of the sustained notes get kind of chopped off. Yeah, it just kind of cuts in there a little too aggressively in my opinion, so I like keeping that backed off a little bit and then just use a software gate to control it. Now in a live or studio situation, I doubt that's really going to be an issue. It's just in here, I'm using the software cock blocker to keep the amp noise out of my microphone just to make my editing process easier. So just be aware of that. But I think this kind of does the thing, no problem. let me just run through the controls real quick here. So on the bass end, we'll back off the depth, back off the bass, turn up the depth, and bring up the bass again. Okay, that's a lot of bottom end there. Ooh, that's dangerous. That can cause you some real problems in the mix, that's for sure. So use those controls wisely. Mid control, full cut. One thing I like here is the knobs here in the center are only single controls, not duals. I like how it kind of follows kind of a theme there. You got duals on the outside, and then the middle ones are just singles. Nice touch. Oh yeah, and that's the other thing. When you start pushing controls to the extreme, you get a bit of that ringing sound. So just try and go with something a little bit more sane. Yeah, and I accidentally hit the out there with the gate. So the other thing is when you're using those dual controls, be freaking careful you don't hit the wrong one. That can be a little tricky on a dark stage, so it's best to get this thing dialed in before your show. Otherwise, you might be in a world of hurt. Anyway, let's see if anybody recognizes that one. So, treble and presence controls here. Wow, that's really got some bite on it. It's definitely does the thing in a cool way. Now, like I said, we've also got the gain knob up here. I've got this all already cranked. And then we've got low frequency gain and high frequency gain. That's a unique thing I've never seen anywhere before. I think that's a really neat idea that you can split this up into two different elements. That's a very, very cool way of doing it. Let's back the low frequency gain off. Back the high frequency gain off and crank up the low. It's a subtle shift, but there is something going on there. It's pretty cool. It's definitely going to give you more of a difference in your sound than changing your pickups will, that's for sure. Okay, I had the damn thing dialed in and I just had to fuck with it. Damn it. Give me 2 seconds here. Let me get this fucker dialed right back in. All right, it definitely chugs. There's no question about it. I gotta say, there's a certain bit of articulation going on here that's a little bit different than what you'd say get on amp distortion. There's a certain attack going on there. I'm not sure exactly what's going on, but it seems like there almost seems to be some kind of almost a fixed parametric EQ going on there to just bring out some of the note definition in a way you normally wouldn't get some other way. It's definitely going to give you another color in your palette when you're doing your mixes and whatnot. I could definitely see, using, 2 tracks amp distortion, 2 tracks with this, or 2 tracks with one of these, a Northern Mahler, and then 2 tracks with a Chug, something like that. Again, something to blend, something to do on its own. It's all really cool stuff. Now, one thing they did say the pedal could be used for is as a preamp for recording. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch over to the desktop here and hook this into a custom IR loader that Spectre Digital is going to be releasing in a few weeks. I can't show you that yet, but it does have some cool features. Let's see how it works with direct-to-desktop recording. All right, so I just moved over to the desktop here. I haven't reset any of the lighting or anything. I've still got the Chug pedal set the exact same way. It's still over in that shot, but now I'm running it into the Focusrite Red 16 line into this brand new impulse response loader coming from Spectre Digital. The cool thing is this impulse response loader also has an optional tube power section emulator. So it's just going to add a little bit more of something to your sound. This is using those free impulses that have been given away, and I gotta say, I am beyond impressed with the tone I'm getting here. Yeah, it definitely chugs. That is just amazing. Now, as for leads, let's just do a real quick check here. Yeah, that really does the thing. Honestly, yeah, for desktop recording, this is a pretty damn good setup because, it's got the real reaction like a pedal does. I mean, I hear you guys going on and on and on. Oh, but what about feel? What about feel? It's like, well, it feels like I need to tune this fucking guitar. That's what it feels like. Seriously, though, I think that's a really cool pedal. Nice job, Ola. Nice job, Solar Guitars. I'm very impressed with this, not only by the fact that it works well with an amp, it really works great just plugged in directly. So that's a pretty cool option for maybe people who don't have room for a giant tube amp or live in an apartment, that kind of thing, but want a raging tone. They can definitely get this, and it'll get them to their goals pretty damn quickly. And that's really what it comes down to these days. Does the tool help you do the thing, and does it help you do it with minimal dicking around? The Chug pedal, I'm happy to report, absolutely does so. Great job there. I'm definitely going to give this one a recommendation. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And I almost forgot, disclosure. I am not being paid by Solar Guitars to say this. No money's changing hands. I think I'm keeping the pedal. I might do a giveaway down the road if that's something you guys would like to see. Leave a comment below, and maybe we can raffle this thing off, and I can give it to one very lucky viewer. Let's see if we can make that happen. I want to hear from you guys. Leave a comment below. Let me know. Answer the question. Are you recording through a real tube amp or a hybrid of some kind, or are you recording right to your desktop? And if so, do you think the Chug pedal would suit your purposes? And let's take it from there, and then we'll see if we can raffle it off down the road. Hey, thanks for watching, subscribing, all that good stuff. And if you found the video useful, please do me the favor and hit the subscribe button. It does help out a lot. Plus, you'll get notified when that new impulse response loader comes out that I know a bunch of you guys have been asking about. Hey, what's with this? What this was this? It's going to be really cool, guys. Can't wait to show you what it's all about. We'll have some more information on it in a couple of weeks. Anyway, if you want to hear more about the Northern Mauler, you can check it out right here. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you next time.